And welcome. It is a Monday. It's start of a new week, folks. And I'm Tom Kvick. I'm going to give you a little weather information here. Not a lot happening here in Cenla right now. Let's get into it. 86 degrees, our tower cam view there across Alexandria. Cenla Broadcasting. Thank those folks for those cams. And 71 dew point. Little mugginess still left in the air. So we see clouds, but nothing that's producing rain in the local area right now. Toledo Bend, 80 degrees, a little bit lower up there. Still seeing some clouds, see a little clear sky mixing in with that. But at the very worst, I'd call it partly to mostly cloudy. And then going across western Louisiana to the south. In southwest Louisiana, we have northeast Beauregard Parish. This is generally somewhere between DeRidder and Dry Creek there. In that part of Beauregard Parish, 86 degrees in that direction, and very nice rural scene there with a partly cloudy sky. We continue to see some semblance of what's left of Francine in the satellite imagery right here. You just kind of see some broad rotation. You can see this motion to the west. This is a separate system off the East Coast. I'll talk about that in just a bit, but right now this has been producing some hit and miss showers and occasionally a thunderstorm across this region over the past several days, and will probably do so once more. Now with the radar image, see that broad rotation there across North Louisiana. Looks like where it's centered, but you see the coverage is scattered. It's hit and miss. So let's come in a little bit closer, and we do see some showers in Cenla. Let's check out, see where those are located. I'll put it in motion for you here over the past hour. We got some action going on across Catahoula, Concordia parishes, in LaSalle Parish with a shower right over, looks like Catahoula Lake right now, northeast part. Coming into Rapides, out in the DeVille area, we're seeing some small showers in that direction. Not much happening, if anything, across portions of Grant, Wynn Parish. We see one on the, there was one right there, east of Colgrade, and one straddling the border, but it kind of jumped out of Wynn and moved into LaSalle Parish. And then going into Sabine, nothing happening in that direction. Further south and all across the southern parishes, don't see anything of oils. They look pretty clean right now. So the coverage is pretty low here across Cenla, but that, again, in my opinion, is not a 0%. All right, here we go with the features. This is the non-tropical low across the mid-Atlantic states affecting the Carolinas. This is kind of a semblance of a surface low associated with the remnants of Francine, and this is marked a little bit too far to the south. I think that it should be a little bit further to the north there to fit that broad rotation I showed you on the radar imagery. What's going to happen over the next couple of days? We got your planner with a reliable high resolution model. By Tuesday morning, it's back to work, and it's a school day. We have maybe an isolated shower. I would say that most of you won't see anything. Once we get into the afternoon, I think there'll be a few more showers, but still, yeah, hit and miss, but mostly miss for the day. And then going into your Wednesday, rain chances go down that day as high pressure rebuilds overhead. Your morning and PM commutes, no issues there with rain or storms. Checking out your rainfall pattern for Tuesday, this is through Cenla. I do see a little bit of a preference, so I'm shading a little bit higher percentages in our northern parishes, 30% taking us across portions of Natchitoches, Wynn, LaSalle, Catahoula Parish, and then over toward Concordia and across into southwest Mississippi and Adams County. I would be looking at maybe a 40%, but again, this is all hit and miss, 20% elsewhere. And again, mostly miss. It'll be AM and PM timing. It's one of those situations where, as you saw on the model, it could rain anytime. Don't be surprised if you get a sprinkle or a shower in the morning or in the afternoon or evening. So it could happen. Amounts less than an inch, so you're not going to get a lot of rain if you get it at all. Now, checking the satellite views, this is Gordon out in the Atlantic. It is a tropical depression right now with maximum sustained winds at 35. It's expected to change course. There'll be a new steering mechanism set in and steer it to the northeast, but as it does, it will strengthen as it comes into more favorable conditions there. So by Saturday, it's expected to be a decent tropical storm again. And in the system off the east coast of the United States affecting the Carolinas right now, non-tropical low. National Hurricane Center has issued their last advisory on this. It never did make it to a tropical cyclone. It didn't meet the criteria. It never had a well-defined center and that sort of thing. But its impact has been pretty significant already. Numerous flash flood warnings across portions of North Carolina, and that will continue. I would look for some places to get 6 to 12 inches across the Carolinas, and heavy rainfall will push into Virginia as well from that particular system. But here in Cenla, we just have the hit and miss stuff. 7-day forecast going into Tuesday and Wednesday, 20 and 10%. So most of us don't see any rain for those 2 days. And I would say basically the forecast, as you look at the temperatures, this is certainly more summer-ish than fall-ish. All right. So that's your 7-day forecast, and pretty dry conditions, especially after Tuesday. Just hardly see any rain chances. This is certainly lower than what we typically see this time of year. So that is your 7-day forecast. Have a great evening and have a terrific Tuesday. Nick Mikolas will be back with you in the morning, and I'll see you probably sometime about 5:30 or so.